go. We are currently 2-0. On the play with the search. And the rest of my hand basically doesn't matter. So, gonna lead on fetid pools. Maybe I'm coming around to Evolving Wilds. I don't know. Like, what if one of these islands was in Evolving Wilds? Then I just have a bunch of ETB tap land nonsense. Mirror match number 2. Look, we don't need this. No one wants to see this. We're gonna try a different strat. We're gonna try just playing all our lands. Well, maybe our Deckham plan is good for the uninitiated. No, I'll probably just jam that at some point. I have a contempt, so I can just jam this next turn and have it be fine. All illumination end of turn, bait out a sensor. Oh, they're cycling their land. Why would you ever do that? Oh yeah, this looks like a good spot to me. If this gets countered, I declare victory. Opt? Where the hell did that come from? Yeah, it's Game Boys. Fine. I'll put a card in my graveyard. 5/5. Sup. So they turbo flipped Ascanta. Do they have the Vraska's Contempt? It looks like they do. Nope, just another 5/5. No, I want the Essence Scatter. I mean, it looks like I'm winning. This is not typically what happens in mirror matches. Okay, I have a 5/5. Do I keep my land? Am I kind of done making land drops? I don't know. I don't think I am. Like, what if I just got to put a Gear Hulk in my graveyard there? They're just dead. Dead. Yeah, Ascanta away. Oh, they got a Contempt. Brutal. When do they use it, though? It should be, like, upkeep in response to the triggers, probably. Let me put a Gear Hulk in my bin, please. Alright, fine. Rats. Rats. One turn off. They probably have a counterspell, but still. Alright, we might still be able to declare victory, but... Oh man, Field of Ruin too? Come on. They just always have it. Why do we build our deck so good? That's what I want to know. Ooh. That could do things. Alright, once I get 2 more lands, we're jamming this thing. Maybe. Oh man, their Field of Ruin flooded. Nope. Keeping that one. Azcanta away, friends. Yup. Why bother? Why bother Field of Ruining? They could just field my field at this point. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Draw those cards. I don't know. Given the way that people like to play mirror matches, I might just play some rivulets. I'll just keep drawing these disallows, I guess. Who needs Azcanta? I'll just naturally draw them all. This is like kind of the messed up thing. It's like my opponent is so far ahead, and it just doesn't even really matter. Sure wish I had a land so I could punish them, sort of. What if I'd censor? I could censor there. It'd be great. Opponent must have cycled all their illuminations. Alright, now they're discarding. Goodbye, Fatal Pushes. I want to put Glimmer in my graveyard? No? Are you crazy? I may not have found Azcanta. I found the next best thing. Oh, they're battling. I like it. I like a good battle. And maybe I am going to lose. Maybe I missed too many land drops in a row. Now their Scarab Gods are super live because the Gear Hulk's in the graveyard. Yeah, I'm probably dead if they have a Scarab God. If they don't, though, looks pretty good for me. Mountain? Where the hell did that come from? You just have a random Nicol Bolas in your deck? That's badass. I'll allow it. So I need to exile Contempt Glimmer. Should have more cards in my hand. Oh, this is bad. I don't know why I did that. Oh, okay. It all worked out. That was bad. Oh, I tried to chuck it. I'm still probably losing, but whatever. Can't imagine that main deck Nicol Bolas solves any real problems, but... Ah, yes, Fatal Push. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh, my opponent never draws a Scarab God. We're dead. So. If I had a turn to cast that Glimmer, I kind of like my spot even in the face of Nicol Bolas, but my opponent did a pretty good job of, like, pressuring me end of turn 2 turns in a row. Random Mountain Nicol Bolas. I wonder if they have, like, Fiery Cannonade in their board. That'd be sweet. That would be sweet. Seriously, though, where the hell did that mountain come from? Please give me some defense. I would like some defense. What did my opponent cut for these ops? Probably the extractions. Alright, so I could play Search, which is going to get fielded, but might give me an activation. Or I could save Illumination to draw 2 in response to a threat. Okay, so they still have an extraction. Oh, I don't even know what's happening anymore. They are out of lands. Sack that Evolving Wilds for no value. Hell yeah. They just have mono Gearhulks? Man. It's going to disallow my Illumination. Okay. Got some time. Got some time. 2 contempts are gone. That's not great. My opponent has a bunch of scatters. That's also not great. Only 1 disallow gone too. So they probably have like all counterspells in their hand. So mono Gearhulk, no Scarab God, huh? Oh, Fatal Push. It is not your time. Main deck Duress. It's not nice. Oh, we're going to need some help. That is not going to do it. Opponent has a wall of Essence Scatters. Alright, so they have another scatter. Probably a bunch of disallows. I don't think we're getting there, but we'll see. So they have all the scatters. They have 4 ops. I see all 4 sensors. 2 contempt, 1 extraction, 1 duress. Huh. Guess they have fewer basics, so maybe they cut lands for ops? Game 1, if you notice the mirror, I would probably draw first. But post-board, I think you have to play first. Dynamics change a lot when you have duress and more answers to search and more threats. Sand is pretty good. Could try and censor their search and play my own, but I don't want them to like play land 2, have negate. Also want to get this in under duress, but my opponent has a bunch of fields too, so it's not even like it's a lock. Well, now we have our own negate. I don't think it really changes anything though. Yeah, I mean, obviously I want to draw Gonti, but I do want to hit land drops. So, probably cycling Censor into turn here. Cool. A little preemptive with my declaring victory of last game. I'm a little upset about it. Oh, beats. Yep, I ain't got nothing good to duress anyway. Just this Gonti. Are they gonna miss a land drop? Nope. Treasure map. Alright, so I get to Gonti them. That's awesome. Treasure map is cool as hell. Treasure map is like my favorite card in the set, but still don't think it's particularly good. It does give them a mana advantage, but if they were scared of my negate, I should probably take a negate. Nothing else was super great. I could have taken another search, I guess. Just try and actually have search advantage. Oh, they just jam Scarab God. That's not good for me. What if I jam my own Scarab God? Then what happens? I will happily trade Gonti for an unsummon. many contempts did you keep in? They're bidding lands. They're in trouble. Can feel it. Disallow in my graveyard? Of course not. Is trading off Scarab Gods actually good for me? I think it is. Guess I could try and disallow their trigger, but who knows with Moto. Ugh. Why am I so yawny? Man, it's not even late. They're going to take my disallow and then maybe think it's safe for Nicol Bolas next turn. So, kind of like just letting them see my hand. Although they do know at least 3 of the cards, maybe all 4. I don't remember if they knew the third scatter or not. Although they do have all this nonsense, too. They're gonna jam God? Oh, this is just Nicol Bolas. I was like, oh, next turn, right? Nope, this turn. That worked out real good. Oh, whoops. Misread a card? No. I just had a Gonti card. Gear Hulk to my graveyard. No, thank you. Alright, so my opponent has all these sweet lands. See if this does anything. For a second I thought it was a Gear Hulk and I was going to be very sad. But yeah, they actually don't have anything to Gear Hulk really. Keep the island, flip Azcanta. Continue my beatdowns. So if they feel my Azcanta, I want to use it. So I think this turn would be a fine turn to play Scarab God. But I'm not going to. Although if I did play Scarab God, it would mean that they couldn't Azcanta. Because they would probably have to counter this. think I just want the draw 2 instead of another search. Kind of ahead here. Now I get to duress a scatter. Oh, they have 2 scatters. And a bunch of animals. I guess I take disallow. Try and ride this Gaunty. Ride this Gaunty train. Guess I could glimmer into a bunch of duresses, so I should not just trade Scarab God for a scatter. Alright, so they pick up another sensor. Yeah, I really don't like this mountain mana base. They're just like so starved for blue mana all the time. Okay, duress number 1. Ooh, Jace's defeat. That's nice. Forgot that was a card. Alright, 5, 6, and 6. Okay, so we have 3 counterspells, duress, and Scarab God. Let's go for it. Yeah, they should really keep the second sensor. God, sensor, and 4 mana. Okay, so that's kind of problematic. So I can scatter this, trade with a sensor. How many things are in the graveyard? I have a Gear Hulk. They have a Gear Hulk. Do I want to trade a scatter with a sensor? I don't think so. If he had 7 mana and hadn't played a land, I definitely would. Alright, so they're animating my Gear Hulk. And they're going to draw 2 cards. And then I'm going to animate their Gear Hulk. And I will Glimmer. Bottom both of these things. Get my Scry on. I'll keep that Duress. Duress you. Illumination Sensor. I guess I take Illumination. And then can fight with Gaunty. Could also fight with God. God trades with God. They're conceding because of time, but yeah, they could take this hit, and then I guess they just die to Scarab God, so cool, cool. Now they have 6 minutes left. Vizier doesn't seem that bad. I think I like what I got going on here. Although I am behind in the search weirdo land department. That is for sure. Control deck arms race. Yeah, I'm keeping. Oh, they chose to draw. I hate it. Swamp Duress, come on. That's so unlikely. You only have like 4 swamps. Alright. I'll play every single control mirror game behind on search advantage, I guess. See how that works out for me. I'm hitting my land drops. That's good. Definitely not Jace's defeating an Ops. I made Jace's defeat a search, even though I have Field of Ruin. Could just jam that Duress, but I'll save it for turn 4. I guess this could be like search plus negate. Yeah, I can't even do anything about that. Could have Duressed it, I guess. Oh, my opponent's hand is so good. They have it all. So I guess they just drew the treasure map. Ew. I can take away threats, but they're like crushing me with map search. I could take the velocity, I guess, but they already have like 5 mana plus treasure map. Like, I think I just have to take the threat, which stinks. I'm going to cycle this Illumination, but I don't want to cycle it now because then they might not play Search. Like, they could have played Search into Jace's defeat, which I think is a reasonable trade for them, and they chose not to, so... If they want to keep not making that trade, I'm down with that. Obviously, I would prefer to just cast this, but... Yeah, I'm not going to counter that. That's fine. Just want lands. Okay. Brutal. It is very aggressive. You may come to regret that when I start gear hulking you, friend. Just letting you know. Yeah, man, I was never going to counter that. I have a Field of Ruin in play. You already have a treasure map, too. Well, hopefully this doesn't mean that they have a Gear Hulk, because that would be really bad for me. If they Gear Hulk my Gear Hulk, I lose. Please just counter this. God, treasure map is cool. Alright, so this Gear Hulk, I might wait a turn to have Jace's defeat back up. Maybe that's a mistake. Alright, so he's not getting the mountain. So the Nicol Bolas is the only red card. How do they always have search advantage on me? I suck. I need to practice more. This seems like my best chance. Does this search actually do anything for me? It might. Yeah, sure, I'll top them both. No God, please. No God, please. Oh dear, you're tapping mana immediately. No good. No good for Gerry. Oh dear. So if I play search, they animate my god and counter it. Or my Gear Hulk, rather. Animate my Gear Hulk. Maybe I should have just slow played things because they only have 3 minutes left, and ultimately I'm trying to win the match of Moto. Obviously, if this were real life, I would just end up conceding, but... Maybe opt as gas. Who knows? You did it. You have duressed me. Oh no, that's not good. They had it all. Any order, duress you for value. Take your sensor, concede the game. Alrighty. 2-1 ain't bad. 2-1 ain't bad. Did play against 2 mirrors. Kind of clowned one, got clowned by the other. The ones that have a bunch of like hard to remove artifacts and enchantments and stuff are really tough to beat. So take that under advisement. I think Gonti is probably a better game 1 card than post board card because it is just not powerful enough. Like they have the little enchantment artifact things that just go over the top of you, and most people are working off of Raptor's list because he finished higher and he had a lot of extra hate. He had the 3rd Field of Ruin in the board, so I think like my main deck is mostly obsolete, but this deck in general is still pretty good. I mean, like, I'm getting to play Magic against everyone. Just needs a little bit more retooling to, you know, take this into next week's metagame rather than last week's. So, Jace's defeat, I think, is reasonable. Mostly because it's another scatter against Teamer, but it certainly loses out on a lot of the fights that are currently happening in Control Mirrors. It's like, yeah, it's like a nice little value add. Same thing with Gonti, but it's not a super huge deal or anything. So, yeah, treasure maps, blood fasts, whatever. Like, whatever sort of nonsense you want to play. Maybe Siphoner is good because it's tricky. It makes it really tough for them because they have to keep in more removal than they would otherwise like, and then maybe they just lose to, like, Search or whatever, or maybe like a Gear Hulk when they're bringing in Fatal Pushes and stuff back in, but yeah. So, if you're going to play Blue-Black Control, do not play this list. You can work off this list, and that's okay, but I am a little concerned that this list is a little too far behind the times, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the glacial slowness of Blue-Black Control Mirrors. I know some of you out there do, but yeah, if you want to see more riveting content like this, check out StarCityGames.com's YouTube page. A bunch of videos by myself and my fellow authors. So I will see everyone next week. Might be time to start brewing in Standard. Maybe we'll do some more Modern action, I guess, because Cincinnati will be coming up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone.